Today, I'm going to share with you something that I believe is huge for first-time home buyers. It combines two of my favorite strategies for helping first-time home buyers get into their home. My name's Miles Pitcher. I own Superior Lending. I'm a loan officer, have been so for 24 years now. Let's look at this real quick. So, top challenges for our first-time home buyers. Number one is down payment, and number two is their monthly payment. And I would actually reverse the order of those. I would say affordability is probably the number one challenge, down payment being the second one for our first-time home buyers. So this loan program or strategy that I have here at Superior Lending is going to help out with both of these. So if you are a realtor, please share this with your clients, your first-time home buyers. If you're not a realtor, please share this with your friends, family, workers who are first-time home buyers, those looking to get into a home. So what it is it's a loan program where you can do as little as 1% down payment, and you get a 1% lower interest rate. And let's dive into the details on those, and I'll show you what this all means. So part one is a forgivable grant. So this is a 3% down loan. The way it works is the borrower puts down 1%. The lender is going to give a grant, forgivable from day one, of 2% up to $7,000. So if your purchase price is over $350,000, they will hit the max of $7,000 of the grant or the forgivable grant from the lender. But if you're $350,000 or below, they'll cover 2% and the borrower brings in 1%. One of the keys here is that the first-time home buyers have to be under 80% of the area median income. I'm going to put up here at the top a link to a video that I did where I go into more detail on this loan program where you can check your area median income, see if it fits for you. I'm not going to dive into that right now, but just know that this grant is available. And by the way, it pairs with a conforming loan, which is a huge deal. This is not FHA. This is a conforming loan, which really will give you an advantage if you're looking at condos, and of course, single family homes, townhomes, etc. Part two is a lower interest rate for the first year. So this is my contribution to that first-time home buyer for using me as your lender. Is I will pay for a temporary rate buy down that makes the interest rate 1% lower than the market rate for all of year one. And I'll show you what this looks like and translates into numbers. So we're making it so that potentially a client could do 1% down payment, get into the home, and all of year one, their interest rate is going to be 1% lower than market rates. So here's our example. Let me make this bigger. 740 credit score buyer. We're looking at $350,000 purchase price. We're doing 3% down essentially on both comparisons here. So our loan amount will be $339,500. The down payment out of pocket for the borrower is going to be much different. $3,500 on the forgivable grant, $10,500 if the client was to bring it all in themselves. And then you can see there's the $7,000 grant from the lender that's going to make up that difference. What does this look like when we start talking about monthly payments? So first of all, you can see that the grant has a slightly higher interest rate than the 3% down standard conventional. That translates into $2,230 a month for the grant program, $2,173 a month for the 3% down on there. But the kicker is where I come in and help give a nice contribution to these first-time home buyers to help them on their first year. And that's where I'm going to lower their interest rate for year one, take it from 6.875 down to 6.875. Sorry, 6.875 down to 5.875. you can see that that's going to save them $222 a month. So the reality is our client is getting $7,000 in this scenario in a forgivable grant, plus year one, they are saving $222 a month. That is all free money and savings for our client. That's pretty awesome. So let's just recap some of the key points here. Number one, the grant is forgivable immediately. It's 2% up to $7,000. It's a conventional loan, which is going to give you a really good advantage and help you out if you're looking at buying a condo. Works on other property types also. And then my gift, my contribution is a 1% lower interest rate for year one. This is a first-time home buyer loan. So if you have owned a home before and you have not owned one over the last 3 years, you are now considered a first-time home buyer again, by the way. And remember, there is an income restriction on this. See that video that I did on being 80% of the area median income. So if you or someone you know is looking to buy their first home, please share this video with them so that we can help them take advantage of this incredible loan product. My name's Miles Pitcher. Again, this is how you can get a hold of me, get a hold of my team. Please feel free to reach out. Have a great day. Thank you.